Hi, everybody. I have a very special edition, honestly, probably my favorite Facebook Live edition ever. I'm zooming in a little closer than usual because we are up in our makeshift center here in our home. And as we had promised last week, we are here tonight to present to you what a sound of soul is really all about. There's a lot of healing going on the earth right now in many ways, and we wanted to bring a little bit of that to you. And as I mentioned that I was going to be able to offer this to you, but as the world would have it, we have even a more special opportunity because as we are in quarantine, of course, and I have no leads on me, and yet we're hearing music. This is music coming right out of Ian's heart. So he is our Sound of Soul participant tonight. So our special gift to you that I'm gonna explain a little bit of Sound of Soul, but when you understand it, what you'll understand is what you're able to hear tonight live on Facebook is Ian's heart beat, his heartbeat, his frequency of his heartbeat converted right into music. And that's this lovely sound that you hear behind me as a harp. And there's music, so a light rather as well. So I want to explain what Sound of Soul is briefly. So Sound of Soul came out of Austria by a gentleman by the name of Rasmus Bergenhausen. And what Rasmus discovered was that in studying Masaru Emoto's work, Dr. Masaru Emoto was the water crystal guy, right? He understood the mystery of water, and that water, if we speak to it, it actually holds information. And if we speak to it kindly, when looked at under a microscope in very specific conditions, that water crystal is going to look beautiful. And if you speak unkind words to it, that water crystal equally will look distorted and not beautiful and not symmetrical. And so it's really interesting, right, what nature does, and the fact that everything on the planet vibrates. We've been saying that for years. What we do truly at True Wellness with European Biological Approach in the bioregulatory world, it's really vibrational medicine, quote unquote, because everything on the planet vibrates. When Ian works with clients to alleviate allergies, he's working on a vibrational way to alleviate allergies. A lot of the work we do on an emotional level is working on that. And so Sound of Soul is looking at the vibration that's created in our body through our heartbeat. If we get hooked up to an EKG, electrocardiogram, the what you see, the beep 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 beep, that's reading the frequencies of our heartbeats. And every heartbeat in our life is completely unique to the one before it and the one after it when it's measured in hertz. And when those frequencies are then converted through a special machine, it's converted back into music and light. And the reason that Rasmus did that was when Dr. Emoto discovered that you could talk to water crystals, Rasmus got frustrated. At first, he didn't really believe it, to be honest with you. He had just graduated with 2 PhDs in water chemistry and thought that that was kind of hooey. But after 17 years of trying to disprove him and not being able to, the one thing he realized, though, was not everybody could make a beautiful water crystal with their minds. But everybody, when he hooked them up to their heartbeat, to water crystals, all the water crystals were beautiful, because at our core, we're all beautiful. When we stay connected with us, that is true beauty. That is our true soul through our heart. And so being able to have an opportunity for sound therapy to resonate back to us, there is no more perfect union than bringing us back to our center, back to our heart. And isn't that what this coronavirus, if nothing else, has taught this entire world? To be connected, that we're all connected. There is no real separation from one to the other. And that we all can find who we are right in here. And when we remove the distractions in our life, what we're faced with is just this. And when this, being with ourselves, makes us happy and joyful, we have wellness inside because our frequency is raising every moment. And so our gift is being able to realize that our heartbeat is, every one of us is unique and every one of us is beautiful. And when we can accept that and feel that and realize that, the body resonates in harmony and peace. And the body is able to go into the rest and heal mode. It is no longer in the sympathetic mode. And let's explain the difference. The parasympathetic is the rest, the relax, the recovery mode. And the sympathetic is the fight and the flight mode. And I think, in all honesty, what's happening right now in the world at large is most people are in that fight and flight, right? So we're fighting by staying in our homes, but the anxiety is up a little bit in the world. And we have an opportunity tonight to share with you how you can access your own inner frequencies and use them to heal you. Since we're not able to hook you up, what we've done is we hook Ian up. So essentially what we have 3 leads. I'll just take my camera, excuse my phone work here, my video work, but I have 3 leads right here coming out of the computer module. And these are hooked up to Ian as he lays here in a little bit of rest while he's also listening to everything I say and being videoed. But he's got 3 leads on in very different areas of his body that are picking up his heartbeat and grounding him. And then over here is my computer where the Sound of Soul program is running from my Apple right here. Hopefully I can get this camera to stay in the position I had it. Great. And so that's running here. And I'll turn the lights off eventually, and we're going to change some music. So what you can all do is I'm going to talk a little less as we move forward. I'm going to play the music. I'm going to switch the type of music we're listening to. Right now, this is Ian being converted into harp. So let's listen. What I'm messing with is the volume of the different aspects of what I can mess with. There are 4 different things I can play with here. I don't know if you can really see this on the screen very well, but it's creating some dots, as you can see here on the screen. And this is telling me a little bit about what's going on for him. And we're going to switch over the music to not be harp, because we have everything to from harp to piccolos to waves, to the ocean waves, that his heartbeat can be converted to. We always start with harp, honestly, because I think it kind of sounds like the heart is being strummed, so I think it's easy for people. And this is something, of course, we do at True Wellness. There's only 3 of these right now in the United States, and we are the sole distributor for it. We have a lot of great things coming to you about this unit, but I want to play a little, change this music over a little bit. So it's picking up his heart frequency, and now it's converting that into light, which if you can see the light here, I'm going to turn the lights off in a few minutes, so you'll see I have it set up for the chakras, so it's oriented to whichever chakra is more open. It's going to show us a light in that color so we can know what we're trying to do, because what we're trying to do is get the heart to open. And oftentimes when folks experience this, they feel a little, what feels like almost anxiety, but it's like a sensation, almost as though their heartbeat goes up a little bit. And I often find that's true when people do Sound of Soul, because it's a little bit exciting to, and feels very visceral at times, to feel that in your heart, to feel that sensation of joy and peace and love and connection. And there's really no way to describe it. There's only a way to feel it. And that's why we brought this to you tonight. So if you're just coming to us now, I hope you rewind this and listen to the explanation, because for the next 10 to 15 minutes, all I'm going to do is be the conductor, as our musician here is really Ian with his heart, and we are working with this together to bring this to you. So what you'll hear is some music. It'll the volume will get a little less when I shift, and then we'll shift over. We'll play 2 to 3 different arrangements for you. So without further ado, Here's Ian's Sound of Soul. That's green. What you can't see is it's green. That's the chakra we want open, the heart chakra. That's what I was trying to show you. But I'm going to turn the lights back on because I can see how hard it is for you to see me. Please let me know, those of you who are watching, if this is loud enough for me. Thank you so much. I want to make sure it's loud enough for everybody to hear it. If you're sitting at home enjoying this, take some deep breaths, sit back, relax, and just listen. Now we're going to switch to something a little different. So that was birds and big waves and drums and loud enough for everybody, right? You can hear? Good. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it okay. Excellent, thank you. I wish you could see the light in here. It turns bright green. His heart opens so beautifully. So again, this is all music he's playing with his heart. So I'm also looking at readings while he's doing it to see what's happening with his rest digest mode versus his sympathetic mode. And then that last one, we didn't play it as long because it was a bit more stress. I'll be interested to see how he experienced that. However, on the computer itself, it was showing me that his body was in a bit more stress mode than it was in relaxation mode. So we're going to change that. And we're going to switch it to some drums. Thanks for joining us, Terry. From our heart to yours. Christine. This will be our last round. Any request? Just kidding. Christine, you know, it is Sound of the Soul. We're playing Sound of Soul. We're playing Ian's Heartbeat tonight for everybody. We're bringing our heart to everybody to help them relax. And we, at the very end, anybody who wants us to email this clip, please send us your email, private message us, and we will send you this clip as our gift to you so you can listen to this before you go to sleep. If you feel stressed throughout this time period, this will help you relax. So this last 5 minutes is our gift to you. It's all been our gift. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? think at this point I have to wake Ian up, perhaps. Oh, he's awake. So I did not expect to maybe ask him how it made him feel, but if he would like to share, he's welcome to share. But I would like to say thank you to all of you. And again, if you would like that music, we can play any of the clips for you, whichever one was your favorite. But that last one would be the best one that we did from a perhaps rest digest mode versus sympathetic to overload mode. So Ian, what did you experience?
I totally enjoy it.
I know everybody's talking. That's okay. I don't know. That's okay.
Hello. I totally enjoy it. It just, I don't know. It just makes me feel relaxed, and it makes me feel expansive. It makes me, I don't know how to explain it, but it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, it's very nice.
Do you feel it viscerally at all in your body?
I don't know if I feel it in my body other than a sense of relaxation. Yeah. You could definitely fall asleep.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was sleeping, actually.
No, I wasn't sleeping.
Oh, Terry, we're so glad you all enjoyed it, and we pray for you all that brings you a little sense of peace and a little sense of harmony.
Yes, and when we get back
and
to the office, you get an opportunity to come do this for yourself. Because it's quite an experience to hear your heart and to experience your heart in a totally different way, through sound and through light. It's an opening experience for people. It's a different type of experience that it's really the only way you can experience your heart like this. And I've done lots of times with the stethoscopes and listening to my heart, and that's nice, but this is a totally different experience. So if you get an opportunity, this is something that you should not miss, and absolutely come at some point and do Sound of Soul.
Thank you all. Have a beautiful evening, and we will talk to you all soon.